Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel if you've not been here before. If you have been with me before, welcome back. Thanks for coming back to listen to your January 2020 readings. These are for the general collective, so please keep in mind that they may not resonate with everyone, but please, like always, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. I also recommend that if you do know your moon and rising sign, you can listen to those videos as well, as some people may resonate equally, if not more so, than their other placements besides their sun sign. Some people will find little nuggets of wisdom in all three readings, maybe only one, but at any rate, you will know where to apply it. And again, it is for the general collective. I don't know which way these readings are going to go until we get started. Each sign will obviously have a different flavor for the overall month of January. I also wanted to mention that I am having a discount for the month of January on the birth chart astrology consultation readings. They are going to be 20% off for the whole month of January by using the code BIRTHCHART at checkout, and birth chart's one word. If you do utilize the code, you don't have to actually book the reading for the month of January. You just have to purchase it in January, but you can always book it out a little further in advance. As long as you purchase it in January, you will receive the discount. It will expire on midnight, January 31st. All right. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for all of your love and support. If you do like these videos, please subscribe by clicking the link below, and be sure to share and comment. And also visit my website and sign up for my newsletter, lisasalvatore.com. Again, the links are below to my Instagram and my Facebook and all of that. Let's get started. Hey Sagittarius. Happy New Year. Welcome to your January 2020 reading. I hope that this year has all positive things in store for you. Let's get right into it and see what we get for you. Okay. I feel like Sagittarius, you're going to be feeling more. This is, by the way, for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. I feel like this will be a month of like of a sobering energy, not like a literal sobering, but just of a feeling of a more serious feeling, like, you know, like almost like you're saying to yourself, okay, now it's time to get serious. I need to, not even like the New Year's resolution serious, but more of like the seriousness of like, okay, fun time is over. I need to buckle down. There's things I want to accomplish and I need to work towards them. So it's like a very serious feeling for Sagittarius for January of energy, like a serious feeling of just calming down and really getting like hyper focused on one area of your life, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you it has to do with business, like looking at the way you want things to go, maybe switching your job or switching your circumstances to make it more positive and uplifting for you, going more in alignment with who you really are. There's a lot of like, just again, like this feeling of like, okay, it's time to take things really serious. It's time to get the show on the road for me positively. Okay. Remember, these readings are general, so I don't know what direction they're going to take, but apply it to your life where you feel intuitively it goes. Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, Saggy. A lot of you are really in your head lately. That's how January is going to be, a lot of thinking. Yeah, okay. So, for those that this is for, it feels like there was a tricky situation that you were involved in sometime over the last year. And you've gotten to the truth of it, and it hurt your feelings. This is what I'm feeling. So a contact you had with another person or two, you found something out and it really hurt it stung, it cut you, it hurt your feelings. You may have found it accidentally. I don't know, it might have been said to you in an impulsive way, but something hurt you, something cut you. You felt out in the cold. You felt a little lost. You felt like, wow, I really thought this was something positive. You felt emotion, and then all of a sudden, the rug was ripped out. And it forced you to reevaluate where you were at and leave some stuff behind, and you've been confused about it. So this could be a person that's come in and out of your life where things were going well and then you found something out and it was like, ouch, that really hurt. But yet you're still kind of in contact with this person, but you don't feel good about it. And even though the emotion is there, there's a lot of confusion and fantasy surrounding it. So what I want to say is for the month of January, you're being asked to somehow cut this out completely, because it doesn't really feel that it will change. It just feels, I keep getting like this in and out behavior. Now remember, this could be you being the person that's doing this, so you could flip it if that's where it applies. But just know that a resolution has to be reached, like within your heart and your mind. Like, you're going to cut this person out and cut the situation off entirely, or you're going to continue to be in this no man's land space of feeling confused and lost and wanting something that potentially you can't have for whatever the reason, whether it's geographical or physical or third party or whatever. It's like, in order for you to feel really free to fly and to transform and be your true self and do your stuff, you have to let this go. I just keep feeling like if you let it continue, it's like more of the same. I hope that makes sense for whoever that's for. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's the reason you're hanging on to it is because there's a deep transformational change that's required of you if you let this go. I don't know if this makes sense, who this is for, but there's a sense of like, but is there anything else for me? Like, is this it? And having to face some old fears and some old stories of letting things go and coming into your true self. But that's the only way you're going to really transform, is by letting this go. I hope that makes sense. And owning your own strength here. It feels like a lot of you have been, just thinking this, to death. And the reality is, it's got nothing to do, there's nothing that you've done wrong. It's just that it's not a situation that's going to work out in your best interest. If you're already feeling like you need to cut it off, then this is your confirmation for the month of January that that's what you have to work hard towards doing, and regaining your own strength and knowing your own power. It's important for you, Sagittarius. And then there's a regeneration and a healing. And you, like a couple of the other signs had a similar energy. Maybe it's just, obviously it's just probably the overall energy for January. It's like hermity energy, like working, soul searching, going within, working on your demons, quote unquote, right? We all have them. Looking at the past, things that have hurt us, and trying to transform the hurt into opportunities for growth. Taking back your power, because you're here. This is you, the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, whether you're male or female. Getting out of your head, releasing yourself from the ties that bind you, and whatever that is or who, because it's here, so you know, and taking that emotion, taking that heartfelt emotion that you deserve for yourself and putting it on yourself instead of giving it to another right now, Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of you are experiencing also like a spiritual awakening of sorts, where you're like, your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities are really like the lights turning on stronger. It's kicking up. You're seeing things from a totally different level, like a hawk, right? The hawks see things from a higher vantage point. That's what I'm feeling with this sign. Like there's an element of, like you're not going crazy. You actually are, remember, we're all very intuitive beings, right? We're all energy, but we forget that when we're in the daily grind. And for you, Sagittarius, this month of January, you're being asked to take some time, when you meditate and things like that, to really go into that space where you're allowing the higher mind the higher self, I should say, to take over. And don't try to control it. Just see what it is, because there's some information there for you. I do feel like a lot of your clairs, the clairaudience, clairsentient, like a lot of your abilities, like to that you don't necessarily see physically, are going to be kicked up, especially the sense of smell. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you, but... And, there we go. And working on that to enhance that. So by tending to your heartache of the past, of the recent past, and allowing yourself to cut things loose and cut things free that are no longer serving your soul, and you know what those things are. They could be things or people, right? Situations. But this is about working on your own gifts, your own abilities, your own growth, your own advancement. There's such a spiritual component here for the month of January for you, Sagittarius. It just really feels like such a growth spurt, a spiritual growth spurt. After some painful revelations and honoring them and cutting them free, there's a growth spurt that's occurring. Spiritual growth spurts, like a spiritual reward here. And for some of you, it may even involve, going to see a counselor of some kind to get to the root of these relationship or relational issues that you're having or have had in the recent past, so that you don't repeat the pattern. I do feel like for a lot of you, there's a new relationship coming up, okay? And it does feel like it's a relationship somehow connected to the medical field. So it could be like you meet somebody at the doctor's office. It could be another patient. Could be an actual worker at the doctor's office. But there's a new connection coming up for a lot of you that are watching this. And it's like in preparation for that new connection to have everything that you want, you have to close out the old patterns, the old cycles, the old way of thinking, where the last situation cut you. It's like about releasing that fully so that you can have this new, beautiful, abundant relationship with your true match. So I feel like a lot of you are dealing with or have dealt with another fire sign or heavy fire influenced person in the recent past or coming up. So it's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So I feel like that's the future energy of the positive connection here. This feels like it's someone that matches your wit, matches your fire, matches your wanderlust, matches your all that fun stuff, matches your spiritual vibration, like all that really, yeah. And then you have the Ten of Cups. So I think overall, Sagittarius, for the month of January, try to cut the ties that bind where you know they need to be cut appropriately. Seek out the help that you know you need or would like anyway, whether you need it or not, but you would like it. It's always good to have an objective sounding board, right? To talk these things through with, because that's what's going to lead you to your ultimate happiness. And when this beautiful connection comes in, or if it's already there, in order for it to really flourish, you have to be able to have released the recent past that cut you. That's how I see this. To get the beautiful abundance that's awaiting you, because there is something really nice here. But you can't keep hanging on to what you feel you lost out on, because if it was meant to be, it would have been. Remember, if it was meant to be, it would have worked out for you better. Don't cry over spilled milk, I just heard. I know that sounds like an idiotic thing to say, but that's what I feel like. If something didn't work out, don't hang your head and be upset about it. Just know something better is coming. I know that sounds cliche, but we all know that to be true, right? Rejection is just cosmic redirection. Remember that. All right. I'm going to use my romance angel cards for you, because I feel like that's what this reading was mainly about for you, Sagittarius. This did feel like a very intimate, connecting type of a reading. So let's just confirm this with the romance angel oracle card. Or two. Okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So, keep an open mind. Sagittarius is usually very open-minded, by the way. That's just like your natural, for the most part, that's like your natural, way of being. But when you meet this new person or this new person in your life that's already existing that you're on the fence about currently, because you're a little stuck on the past, it might not be what you've pictured, right? But oftentimes soulmates are not what you picture, They're just not. I also feel like this person could help you heal some deep-seated, maybe familial issues that you've had, but they're going to put passion back in your life. So trust it, because you need that. You need that for yourself, Sagittarius, because you've had a little bit of, there was some passion, but it was like maybe misguided in the recent past, or you gave your all to someone that wasn't reciprocating the way you needed or wanted. But this new connection I'm picking up on feels like they're going to be the one kind of really not laying it on thick, because it doesn't feel phony, but they're going to be the one that's like coming at you wanting more, and you're going to like maybe pull back a little because you're nervous. And that's where that healing family issue comes in, because it may be something again for you to look into as to what are your patterns in love and why are they maybe repetitive. So keep that in mind. But this looks really nice, Sagittarius. Just try to cut the ties that bind appropriately, because you know what that refers to for whoever's watching. I hope that this has helped you. Have a wonderful January. I'll be back for you all in February. Take care.